So I just stumbled across this minimal static web server written in COBOL. Can you believe that? COBOL.
Wait, really? A web server in COBOL? That's unexpected. I thought COBOL was mostly a relic at this point.
Exactly, but this project called webbol shows it can still be relevant. It serves static files and it's pretty neat.
Static files, huh? That makes sense. But I wonder how it handles things like MIME types.
It actually has automatic MIME type detection for common file types. Like it can serve HTML, CSS, and even JSON.
That's pretty cool. But I'm curious, how does it prevent security issues like path traversal attacks?
Great question, it blocks requests with sequences to avoid accessing unintended directories.
That's a solid feature. But since it's single-threaded, doesn't that limit its performance a lot?
Yeah, it can only handle one request at a time. That's definitely a downside, especially for busy sites.
And I assume there's no SSL support either, right? That's a big red flag for modern web servers.
Right, no SSL or TLS means it's not suitable for any sensitive transactions. That's a major limitation.
It's fascinating, though. I mean, who would think COBOL could still be used for web projects?
Right, it's like a throwback, but it makes you wonder about how retro tech can fit into modern needs.
Exactly. It's almost like a nostalgic revival, but we should consider where it falls short.
Good point, it does have limitations like a max file size of 64 KB. That's pretty restrictive.
And the lack of caching and compression can really hurt performance, especially with large files.
Right, and without partial content support, it's not handling large downloads well either.
But think about this. What if developers are looking for something simple and lightweight?
That's a great angle. For very basic static sites, it might just be the perfect tool.
Totally. And it's great for learning too, especially for those diving into COBOL or server basics.
And I love the idea of exploring the source code. It can be a fun way to understand how servers work.
True. Plus, the project being in the public domain means anyone can tinker with it freely.
Speaking of tinkering, the installation process seems straightforward, just a new COBOL compiler needed.
Right? And it runs on POSIX compliant systems. That's a pretty solid base for compatibility.
For sure, but I wonder how many people actually have new COBOLs set up on their machines.
That's a good question. Many might not realize they can work with COBOL in a modern context.
And the way it defaults to serving index, HTML is a nice touch for user-friendliness.
Yeah, that's classic server behavior, but it's interesting to see how it all connects back to COBOL.
It makes you think about the evolution of programming languages and their roles today.
Exactly. The challenge is finding a balance between modern needs and legacy systems.
And it's fascinating to think about how projects like this can bridge that gap.
Definitely. But I'm still a bit skeptical about its practical applications in real-world scenarios.
Fair enough, it might not be production ready, but it sparks a lot of interesting discussions.
Totally. Plus, it's a great reminder that older languages still have something to offer.
Right, and who knows, it could inspire someone to innovate with COBOL in new ways.
That would be wild. It's like an invitation to think outside the box in programming.
For sure, I love that it challenges our perceptions of what tech can do today.
So what's the takeaway here? That legacy tech can still hold value.
Absolutely, and that simplicity can be a powerful tool in a complex tech landscape.
And we shouldn't dismiss older technologies just because they seem outdated.
Exactly, there's always potential for innovation, even from the past.
And who knows what other hidden gems are out there? It's worth exploring.
Definitely, let's keep our eyes peeled for more unexpected discoveries like webbol.
Agreed. It's conversations like this that keep the curiosity alive.
Exactly, so what's next? Should we dive into another tech revival topic?
Absolutely. There's a whole world of retro tech waiting to be explored.
I can't wait, let's keep this intellectual adventure going.